Hello again everybody, welcome back to LilyLuLou. My name's Karen, the Junk Journal Geek. If you haven't been here before, a very warm welcome to you, and an even bigger welcome if you are a returning visitor. I appreciate you coming back to join me today. So I'm going to have another go at Dephemerember today. I believe we are up to day 9, which is the prompts are collage fodder and junk mail. I am declaring here and now that this is going to be a quick, simple video with no faffing, no overthinking. I'm just going to do it. I've got in front of me the bits and pieces. Max, get down. Sorry, Max is jumping up. The bits and pieces that I had out when I was making the sewing journal that I've just finished, and these are some of the bits that have been left over. So I thought that's collage fodder. And the other prompt was junk mail, and I have a couple of pieces of junk mail left over that I'd used the other half of this in the sewing journal. It's shaped like a remote control, and I used that to make a journal card. So I thought I'd use that because it's an unusual shape. So I am going to stick bits and pieces on here, and yeah, just collage away. Get rid of this, hopefully, this little pile of stuff that's left over, and make a journal card. I know it's not particularly exciting, but that's what we're going to do. So I don't have the actual journal to hand that I'm popping all this stuff in, so it might be that it ends up being too big, and I'll have to cut some off anyway, so we may not end up with this shape at the end of the day, because I may have to, as I say, cut it down to fit it into the journal. So we will just wait and see. Oh, look at that, that was almost that shape. So how is everybody? I hope you're all well and happy and getting in some crafty time of your own. I enjoyed making that sewing journal that I've just finished, but I wasn't 100% happy with the way it turned out. I'd never made a cover like that before, so I'm glad I did it and gave it a try. I don't know if I'd do it again. And I don't know if it's going to be a journal that I am happy to gift or sell, or whether I will need to carry on working on it to make it something I'd be happy to pass on. But yeah, I'm glad I did it. Glad I gave it a try. So there is no reason why I need to be faffing with this today. This is a nice simple task. I had all these bits to hand, so actually I'll pop that up there, I think. It's not going to use up all the bits I had left, but at least it gets rid of some of them. Pop that way. So I'm expecting this to be a nice short video today with no problems. Although Max is prowling, so could have a problem in that sense if he decides to start making his presence known. I should really put him in his crate when I film because he just goes to sleep then. Oh, what else can we use? Let's have a little bit of the blue there. So what are you all working on at the moment? Anything exciting? I don't know what to move on to next. I've got a couple of journals I think I've mentioned before that I want to make for people, you know, as gifts. And I've still got those couple of journals to finish that I keep threatening to finish and I never actually get round to it. So I need to do those. But I don't know what I feel like doing next. I feel like doing something spring-like, I think. And I've seen a couple of things that I'd quite like to make my own version of. My daughter's been clearing out her bedroom and she said, "Oh, do you want these jeans, Mum?" And I said, "No, now that I haven't got a craft room, I haven't got space to keep anything, we'll just take it to the charity shop." So we had these jeans in the pile to go to the charity shop. And then I watched one of Claire's videos, Purple Poppy, and she mentioned that Crafty Cat had done a video, not recently, it was about 6 months ago, where she'd used a pair of jeans to make a journal cover. So obviously I went to watch that, and then I thought, oh, I've got those jeans sitting there waiting to go to the charity shop. So I got them back out of the bag, as you do. So I may attempt that. And then this morning I've been watching Val's Crafts Creations on YouTube. She's a fellow design team member for Sunny Creates, and she was making an ephemera holder, and I thought, oh, that would be useful now that I'm trying to take up less space to store my bits and pieces. If I made myself an ephemera holder, because at the moment I've got lots of like boxes of stuff dotted around. I'm trying to find space for everything. So I thought that might be a good idea to do my own take on that before I start another full journal again. So I haven't decided yet what I'm going to be doing. Now, we need an animal and we need a number. So the butterflies are loose, but I don't think they will go on there. Oh, I think I'm going to cut the monkey out and I'm going to have him sitting on there. That was a quick decision, wasn't it? Probably won't be quick cutting him out, but that's what I'm going to do. I want the branch. Let's try with the branch. Pop that over there. Now, how much of this are we going to want? Yeah, I'm going to try and do a proper fussy cut. So this is a my version of a Tim Holtz paper doll. He looks good just hanging around. Now I might need to ink him if I'm cutting him out, because I know I'm not the best in the world with scissors. Although I think I'm better at fussy cutting than I am at cutting a straight line. I'm having problems with his foot here, and I don't want to cut his foot off. It's better. Now, because I've moved everything downstairs, well, no, I haven't moved everything downstairs. I'm in the middle of moving everything downstairs, back out of my daughter's bedroom into my, I'm saying into my kitchen. I'm working at my kitchen table, but I'm actually stashing my stash all over the place. There's some in the dresser in the living room. There's some in the other cupboards in the living room. There's some in the kitchen itself. So there's stuff everywhere. And of course, I have to put everything away when I finished because I'm in the middle of the kitchen and we all have to sit at the table for dinner. I'm having trouble cutting these out as a fussy cut because they are quite faint, these this branch and these leaves. So I don't know whether we're going to be successful at that. Yeah, so at night when I finish, or in the evening when I finish, before we have dinner, I'm you know, putting everything away, and it all makes sense where I'm putting it. Then the next day I come to get out what I need for whatever I'm doing, and I can't find anything. Like today I've decided, right, I'm going to do Dephemerember today. So I had all my collage fodder, as I say, left over from the sewing journal. I had my junk mail left over from the sewing journal. Could I find my glue? Nope. Could I find my scissors? Nope. Because I'd put them away. Tidied up. Had not a clue where they were. It's taken me a good half an hour to find a glue stick. So hopefully, you know, as time goes on and I get myself a bit more organised and work a bit more logically, things will improve. I'm only going to cut that bit of branch out. I'm not going to try and go around the leaves on this other piece because it's too fiddly. I'm making a artistic decision and I'm leaving it there. Yeah, so I think my crafting setup is going to affect my crafting time until I get myself a bit more organised. I've had to bring my desktop computer back downstairs. That's also on the dining room table, which is a bit of a pain, but there is nowhere else for it to go. And I find it very difficult to work at the table because it's not the right height. You know, your table and chairs, your dining table and chairs are the right height for eating, aren't they? So I'm finding I've got really bad backache after I've been crafting for a while, so I can't sit here for long now and work. But I am better at, I'm finding it easier to upload videos and things with my desktop here, because before I had to stand at the desktop where it was situated. So it's all swings and roundabouts, you know, some things are better and some things are not, but it's all fine, we'll get there again. I worked in the kitchen for probably a good 6 months before my daughter left for her last job, so I made it work then, so I'll make it work now. It'll be fine. It's just, as I say, getting used to everything and getting back into that sort of system where things make sense. Right, so how do we want him? Let's get him off of that paper so we can actually see what we're doing. I think he looks quite nice on there. Ink. Haven't put my ink away. luckily. So that's to hand, but all my little inky, my new case with all my different daubers in is not here. And really this needs a little one because it's very, very fragile where I've cut round that branch. I'm just off screen, I'm sorry. I've just put it onto a little piece of paper and I'm just gently going around the edges on the paper rather than trying to get in all those nooks and crannies because I think I'm going to tear something otherwise. So that's a little bit better. So if we pop, shall we have him, we'll have him swinging onto there. Let's pop that ink out the way before I put my hand in it. Have a nasty accident. So let's glue him down because he's very fragile. He needs putting in place before we have an accident. I feel like I'm going to chop one of his legs off if I'm not careful, or his feet. I'm being really careful and just dabbing the glue stick onto it. So we'll have our branch there. We'll have him coming, swinging down off the branch onto our bits there. And then we need our numbers. Did I bring my numbers? These are the numbers that I put together. I say they are available for download, but I can't remember where I've put them. And I keep saying, oh, I must check that, and then I keep forgetting to check it before I turn the camera on, which is not helpful at all for you, is it? But I know that some people have downloaded them, so they have found them. Right, we've now got 2 sheets of numbers. So let's cut round this one. I'm not going to do it proper fussy cut, I don't think. I think I'll just leave that like that. I might do a little bit of fussying just to make it look a bit more interesting. So hopefully you're crafting along with me today and doing something nice and relaxing yourself. So this is not anything exciting, just a bit of paper, glue stick and time. And making use of junk mail, which is always a good thing. You know I love using up my junk mail. Everything that comes through the door gets used in my journals. Either gets used as glue pages or journal cards. I always reuse my envelopes. If you've been here for any length of time, you will know that. And I like using packaging as well. Don't tend to do that as often. Right, a bit more ink. So this is a very simple project today. I'm just going to glue that up. See, even this that I'm gluing on came through the door. Uninvited. Shove that down there or up there? Oh, no, because I might have to chop that off, mightn't I? Because I don't know what height this is going to have to be. So I'd best pop it down here and hope that I don't have to take any more than that off. Right, so that's the front. It's fun, isn't it? And then we need to cover the back. Oh no, I know what I was thinking. What I was thinking when I started this, I may pop this down as a belly band in the book. So I won't need to back it then, will I? That needs a bit more glue. So even though I think I might have to cut this down, I'm going to ink it for now to finish it, and then when I find my journal, I will see how it's looking and whether we can use it as is or not. So that's my project for today. I promised you quick, simple, no faffing. Think I achieved that on the whole. So hope that gave you a little bit of inspiration. That's half of our rubbish used up. Not rubbish, but leftovers. So I don't have to find a place to store them now. This doesn't want to stick for some reason. Probably because I was dabbing it. Probably didn't cover everywhere as thoroughly as I should have done. And I may also stitch around the edge of there. I don't know yet. We'll see what it looks like in the journal, where it's going to go and how it's going to be used. So there's Mr. Monkey just hanging around, having a good time with number 9. And that's Dephemerember day 9. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you found that a little bit inspiring, and I'll be back again in another couple of days with something else for you. Take care. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy your own crafty time, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.